Hello, defeat boss tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Path of Radiance, final chapter with me, Blue Inculo. Now, if you want to see all the preps, you should watch the last video. I'm not going to spend very much time on it today. Suffice to say, this is our group. I'm going to go through them real quick, just to mention it. Nixir is forced recruited, or forced deployed. And then we've got Elincia, Rayson, Ilyana, Marcia, Jill, Tanith, Nephany, Mist, Soren, Mia, Kieran, Oscar, that's it. So that is our squad. I've got them generally divided into three groups. One to go right, one to go left, and one to go through the middle. The left group has some swords and bows in the first wave, as well as a cat. The right group has swords, spears, mostly spears, and then they do have a killer bow, so be very careful with that if you send a flyer over here. And a bigger cat, to be fair. In the middle, we've got a bolting mage we probably want to deal with immediately, and a couple cats. And then we'll get into the second round once they start moving down. There will be a few reinforcements if the map goes on really long. We'll see whether or not that actually happens. And with that, I think we are good to go. Important to note, very important, that we get the speed wing and use it on Jill before the battle is over. That is part of my big plan. And of course, you know, got to kill Ashnar. So let's get to work. I think. Maybe save just in case. Can't remember. Make sure all my final preps are included at least. Okay, we're not bringing Volk. We're not going to worry about stealing anything. It should be fine. Are you nervous? Yes. And you, Ike? No, I'm actually pretty calm. My stats are pretty awesome. And I got an awesome sword. Now that we're here, I can focus on defeating the king. Nothing else matters. I wonder if we'll win. We will win. I did not come this far to lose. I did not record, like, 35 episodes of this game just to lose in the final battle. You came all this way yourself. You might as well, you came all the way too. You've got to believe yourself. Yeah, I trained up to 20 as well. Alright. Alright, first things first, we don't want to get bolted. I don't want to get bolted. It's got some crit chance, so that's rude. So what I'm thinking is I want Ike kind of up here with maybe like Oscar and Soren support, kind of keeping them safe. These cats can make it down there if I put Ike like right here. So can we, you know, stay a little bit out of the way and blast them with Blizzard? The answer is, of course you can. Wow. Very effective. So we've finally got a use for some siege tomes. It's to counter other siege tomes. I'm actually going to put them a little bit further back. Alright, Blizzard, go. I guess there's no animations for siege tomes. I mean, no sideways combat animations. So yeah, they're real good. I mean, there's not very many of them. I worked pretty hard to get the ones I got. And I would say getting C rank in Wind is nothing to worry about. Getting A rank or S rank is a bit of work, but C's not so bad. In fact, we could have brought a Meteor Tome as well, and in fact, I may have. Did I bring a... Yeah, we got a backup Meteor Tome if we want it. We haven't got a backup Bolting Tome if we need it. Yeah, we got 20 siege uses total on this battle if we want. Alright, now, I think... Steel bow. Maybe you put like Kieran here so he can counter everything with a hand axe. This guy can't actually make it either. It's probably... Maybe we just put him all the way... Do these guys... How much damage are we looking at here? 28, 27, 26, 29. I'm not too worried about those kinds of numbers with a 27 defense paladin, you know? Just saying, that's kind of weak. Also, Marcia does have the full guard, if you're wondering. So she's pretty safe against these guys as well, if I want to use the two of them. Maybe Tanith can kill this little kitty? Sorry, kitty lovers. Ooh, not so simple. 18, 18... Okay, not even close, actually. Well, maybe we'll need to use Marcia plus Tanith to get that. One thing I definitely want to do this map somewhere is a triple attack, a triangle attack from the Pegasi. We'll clean up the first couple enemies before we deal with that, but okay, maybe we go... That is my Forged Javelin. Sure, you might get a crit, you never know. That is the no enemy, that's the disable enemy buff things, and your own. So one of the reasons why I don't really care about her supports is her skill parity means you don't get the supports. Now, she can still give them out, so if Marcia moves up beside her, she will be getting a small amount of Tanith support. Go Steel Blade here. She's got like a regular spear. Could I one-shot him? Yeah. One hit, one kill. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I mean, we can obviously take some damage. I got a lot of physics staves to go around to heal people up and all that, but... Okay, what I want her to do is to be in range of Kieran. So you can see the hit and avoid bonus there. It's pretty small at C rank. But, you know, it's something. Better than literally nothing. Alright, so if I go even 3 squares left of Marcia, technically in range of Kieran's support, I guess the Steel Blade guy might go for her, but it doesn't matter too much. We just mostly need to make sure Tanith is not in range of any archers, which I was pretty careful to avoid. And, yeah, Kieran's got only a B rank with Marcia, but it's better than nothing. And we'll go... I guess we use our forged... There's no more regular axes. We use the forged hand axes now. Yeah, he's got pretty nice little bonuses there from support. Alright. Right side. Oh, also Ike. Let's get the center finish first. Like I said, I want Ike up here. Might as well Ragnall it up. He should be pretty safe. I'm going to keep Nasir in the middle as well for later. For now, though, he can't, you know, do much. So he just sort of follows along. I guess he could push people around and stuff, but that's about it. I was also planning on having Nephany available with Ike in the middle to do resolve strats if we need them. It looks like we're good for turn 1. The other thing was I was thinking of having Oscar up here as well to give Ike some support bonuses, but I guess Soren's kind of got it covered. He's probably okay for now. So I'll get Nephany a little closer. We got to get her to take some damage. The hardest part of getting the Wrath Resolve combo legitimately can be getting damaged sometimes. Alright, I'm going to keep Ilyana on the left. We don't need to do that, although it is overkill. One thing is when you check bolting ranges, it does unequip it. So I generally try to remember to re-equip a normal weapon so I don't end up taking a hit without a counter. It also dissuades enemies from attacking you if you've got a really strong weapon equipped. If they know you don't counter at all, they love to beat up on you. Okay, so for the right side, we got a weak enough cat. We could probably kill the tiger and maybe lure down the cat. We don't want to be in range of the killer bow probably on this turn. But maybe even as far as like 1 tile away from the killer bow would be okay. Lure out, you know, a spear. Maybe another short spear attack. I mean, they're not all going to be able to attack. But yeah, theoretically right here is where I want to be. I think that's Mia. She doesn't have the craziest defense, but she will be very difficult to hit. And, no supports. I guess I could have put Ilyana and Mia on the same side, but it doesn't make much difference. Jill does have support from Mist, however, so we've got some synergy there. Alright, we're gonna go... I also have my dance available if I need it. What do I think? Maybe Alincia stays in the middle as a healer. I mean, Soren can heal, but we've got Ilyana on the left. I think 4 people should be enough. We got Mist, Jill, Mia. Maybe Rayson goes right? I was going to keep him in the middle, too. But I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't need so many either. And I was going to send Oscar. Okay, I'm sending Alincia left because that's where the other Pegasi are. And if I'm going to ever get a triple attack, she needs to be in range. Let's see if we can kill this tiger. I want to see how Mia holds up. I do have a very strong weapon. That's not enough without a crit. So we could go crit style. 60% is pretty good. I mean, we're only doing 11 base damage. That's... I wish Swordmasters didn't have such weak max strength, especially female Swordmasters. Just seems such a shame. Like, the male Swordmasters have a 24 cap, but 22 is just so low. When enemies start having, like, 23 plus defense, you know. Maybe we'll just use Oscar then. Silver Lance is 18-18. Gugnir is 23-23, but that's not an insta-kill either, although crit rate is getting there. I think we have the Brave Bow. 13 times 4. 21 times... Let's just use the Inclusivity Bow. No counter damage. We can Canto to the middle anyway, and this will make it easy to finish off. Alright. And yeah, I'm still going to send Oscar to go support Ike later. Okay. We want... maybe... Most of these guys on the right are going to use a 1-2 ranged weapon. So I think actually I want Mia in range of the cat. She becomes the cat slayer for the moment. I'm just going to use the regular sword for now and save the really good weapons for slightly more dangerous enemies. Okay. And then, yeah, we're going to put range 1-2. Ideally an axe. Although we don't actually get terrain bonuses as a flyer. That's still where I want to be. Out of range of the archer. And we will go with the tomahawk. Haven't used this yet. It's basically similar to a forged hand axe, but they're very heavy, so they could slow you down if you're not, you know, training your guys up eventually with good strength. But at this point, if you don't have 17 strength, what are you doing? So it's basically a forged hand axe at this point. And we could also make it a little bit safer by putting mist in range, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I didn't really do any, like, dance strats. We could have pushed even further in, but I think it's just too easy to get in range of the killer bow. Unless you can take that guy out immediately, it's probably not worth getting in there. What I was thinking of is dancing Mia and putting her in the thicket. Would it really matter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can still only get that far. But I guess thickets don't really matter to cats. So I could put Mia here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could attack her from either angle. That should let Miss stand here and support. I mean, we'll see. This is a little bit silly, but you know, it's a final battle, so I'll try to use like smart, careful strategy. In fact, I haven't even made a single save state yet. I don't want to have to rely on them, but you know. Yeah, that place is safe. She can't make it there. Never mind. We're not going to be supporting Jill this turn. Oops. I thought it would just show me the range. Just completely wasted. You know what? I did literally just put a save state down. I thought it would just show me... Yeah, okay. That's bait. You have to be very careful because there's no undoing that one, actually. Usually there's another, are you sure, before that clicks in. All right, Tigers versus Ike. All right, so far so good. Super good. So yeah, this is your final battle. Basically, if you're trying to get people to level 20, this is your last chance. If you got someone who's at like 18 or 19, just definitely let them get some kills. They might make it. Well, that's assuming you're gonna do a save transfer, I suppose. If you don't care about that, then. But as is demonstrating, Ike, really, really good. Mia, she's pretty strong. Vantage crit, always nice. Alright, Dragon a-coming. So it looks like the avoid from the thicket doesn't really matter much. We're not too likely to kill here without a crit. Or, I mean, it requires a crit, and the crits are pretty low. She has overcome, Jill here, has overcome her racism, and Legoo slaying weapons, no longer her style. So she's gonna kill that guy for wielding one. This is pretty good, though. Lots of chip damage. Not quite killing any of these guys. Well, no, this guy dies. Not quite killing the armor knights, but if we can thin out this herd on the right, I'll feel pretty good. Yeah, if we can get a couple kills and a couple half kills, that's a great turn. This is perfect damage, actually. Nice. This is why we saved all these ultimate weapons. Just use them in the final battle, basically. Or never. You know, that's always an option. Alright, well, we know our priorities on that side. Oh! Well, I didn't count his range. Game over right here. No, he'd have to have... I don't think there's any way he could have killed her. He's not good doubler. 23% hit is pretty low. But I guess he could have done 12. That would have put her at 30. I think I'm pretty sure that's the only guy that could have made it there, so. I was more worried about the archers, and that was fair. So here's where having a javelin equipped, if I had one, would have been slightly more optimal. Because it would be weapon triangle against you know, swords. The hero, Kieran, says no. You are denied your easy kill. Stay away from my girlfriends. I mean, Pegasus girls. I mean, magical girl power. I generally feel like the left side is a lot chiller than the right side. No killer bow sniper. You know, the paladins are certainly, you know, they can do some damage, and they can move a lot faster and all that kind of stuff. But that sneaky crit rate on that sniper is definitely more of the problem I'm worried about. All right, lots of enemies moving. It's a pretty dense map. Not too hard to clear out, but yeah, they definitely... I feel like it's a pretty good final chapter, honestly. Okay, we cannot quite hit that dragon. Oops. Oh well. I could probably do some shoving or something. Okay, let's do left side first. Maybe? Do we triangle attack? What's in the backup squad? Brave Sword, Garbage Axe, Garbage Axe. If we kill the Brave Sword guy, maybe with Kieran... Just overkill this guy with 3 attacks rather than just normal. For interest's sake, can you kill with 14? I mean, I guess if you got a crit, you could kill, but fairly low odds of that. I don't suppose you could get a kill. 13, again, not very close. I mean, it's not too far off, but yeah, the strength max on the Pegasi definitely... This is finally where it hurts them in the late game, where enemies have enough HP and defense that they can no longer one round. Even, I mean, maybe with a perfect Silver Forged weapon, they might kill some of these guys, but it's certainly not as easy as it used to be. I mean, to be fair, Elincia can just kill this guy. If he's dead, Kieran has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I'd give Kieran better odds against him. Although Marcia can't do much other than help. Let's save the triangle attack for a little bit. It just seems like such a huge waste to have 3 people kill 1 guy with 5 HP. It just doesn't quite sound right. None of these guys actually had bows or anything, right? Yeah, nothing to worry about. Really, I mean, I know Elincia's 17 defense. It's fine. The only thing I'm worried about is wind magic, or not even really wind magic, mostly killer bows and stuff. She's just trained up enough that it's not so scary. And this way we can keep moving forward. Okay, so Marcia... Let's see. 14. It is possible she crits here. It's always possible. Well, as long as there's 1%. Yeah, if she had killed, that would have opened up a different attack. And we do always have a bolting as an emergency, you know. Okay, they all have axes. Sure, we'll use our overpowered axe. I mean, this guy has a sword, I know. But everybody else has an axe. Oh, I guess they all have throwing axe. Wait, sorry, I've all confused. Do they have throwing... Sorry, they have throwing spears that are weak to the axe. My brain jumped a step there. Show your work for your math class, basically. 30 damage. I mean, there's no way, right? There's nothing to worry about there. Yeah, and we can't really get the support points. Unfortunately for Tanith. Oh, I do have my reinforcements. Don't forget about those, please. 17. Yeah, that's as good as it gets, hey? Well, 6% crit. That's probably all we could do. Okay, 100% hit rate. Small chance to crit. Just press your crit button. I mean, they only have a 17% chance to hit her. It's fine. We're not going to counter kill them because they've got too many targets that can't counter fight us. And I could blast one of them, maybe. You know what? Wait. Let's stay out of the second one's range. Sure, it's crazy overkill, but... Yeah, now you don't have to worry about anyone getting hit twice. You're welcome. Okay, let's do right side. We'll save the middle for last. Mia, you've got the least range. I think you can 1v1 a halberdier dude. Weapon triangle doesn't seem to matter that much these days. That's 16 times 2. Not enough. Technically, this is a kill. Might as well go for it then, I guess. Brave sword. Use it. Or lose it. I was hoping for a crit. Nice. That saves 2 uses on the brave sword. Thank you, Mia. We only used 2 charges out of 30. Nice. I think we need Oscar a little bit more over here just to clean this up a little bit. I think I'll get him in the middle eventually, but... I mean, technically, he is our best counter for these flyers. Maybe he should be on the right side. Okay, change of plan. Keep on the right. Most important is that we kill this killer bow. I'd say the spear guy is a bit more annoying than the Lagoo Slayer guy. Get him. Alright, Jill. Have we trained you enough to destroy 1 killer bow? Also remember racing. Oh, also keep track of these guys, I guess. Silver Blade, Rune Sword, Killing Edge. Yeah, another spooky guy over here. Right side has the spooky stuff. I suppose if we lured the rune sword down, that wouldn't be the end of the world if we got a counter on that guy. Unlikely. Alright, how is this looking? That's a dead. That's dead. 25, 25, that's death. Can she make it? I think if this guy was dead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you could easily make it there. If he's not dead, though, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She can still make it there. Dang, Jill. Okay. We're going to use up this tomahawk. How is her magic resistance? 14? He does have some crit chance. Maybe that's dumb. Let's not do that. It's probably safe, but I think they're moving anyway, so... Let's just enthusiastically chop him a little. Chop him up. I think we can still get her axe to A rank, and then you can switch around Kieran's silver axe if we felt like it. Also, crit. We crit the killer crit guy. Okay, if we move 2 up, we unfortunately will be in range, so don't do that. I think. Yes. Yeah, so even though Rune Sword is not terribly strong, 25, the way crits work is triple damage after defense, right? So 25 magic versus 14, that's 11 damage. A crit would be 33. You know, it's possible that plus the silver axe hit would have killed her. On the other hand, we can probably kill these two guys with a little bit of mist. 20. Oh, we're like 1 damage short. No. You think Oscar could kill him? Brave Bow? 15 defense? Yeah. Alright, miss. Change of plan. You kill... That's perfect. You kill this guy in the forest. Nice. See, our trained mist is coming in invaluable. I suppose if I moved her in first, it would have boosted Jill a little bit, because she does support here. Alright, so just in case we fail, let's dance and maybe stay out of this guy's range. I haven't done the math to prove that this is safe yet, so let's assume this is not safe. Okay. I got a couple options. 25, 25, not enough. 30 and 30, dang. Whew. Easy, if I want to use my best weapon. Inclusivity absolutely destroys him, wow. And the Brave Bow, similarly, 3 hits, dead. What's more valuable? Honestly, it might be the Inclusion Bow. This is the delete flyer button, and I mean, I've got more than enough uses, but let's use the Brave Bow, I guess. That's 21, yeah, take 3 hits unless we get a crit. We're so brave. We just sit on our horse shooting arrows. You just don't give him a turn. The animations are a little bit clunky for how many attacks you get off. Alright, right side is looking good. I guess we probably could have trusted Racing to be closer, but he'll be transforming eventually. Catch up. Honestly, these guys are just going to come at us, I think. Now, center. Trying to decide if I want to push Ike or anything. I'd love to have the choke point at the top here. Having someone in here would be great. I can range 1-2 with Ike. Night Killer is no risk to Ike. Nasir's pretty chunky. He could push Ike 1 square. I don't even mind if Nefini gets hit, so let's move her up. Give her... Lance is fine. Nasir's kind of a little slow for now, so he just helps with some shoves. This puts Ike... Let's go all the way up to here, I think. And we can Ragnail. Now you could Rune Sword, but yeah, no. Yeah, I actually don't mind if the dragon attacks Ike or Nephany, because if Nephany takes damage, that's great. I want to get her to Wrath, and if Ike takes damage, I mean, Ike's just not going to get hit. It's fine. Crit. Yep. Still not a kill, but very cool. Alright, I was thinking of putting Soren here, because then he could support Ike. But for one, he can't move that far, and for two, it's not safe. Secondly, we could... Wow. That's very strong. I guess we might as well Blizzard something. We could finish the dragon off. Funny. Sure, we'll finish the dragon off. It'll do the most damage anyway of all the other enemies, so... This is less damage to heal next turn, basically. I mean, I know I want Nephany to get damaged, but... I'm trying to remember to use Siege Tomes, because, I mean, they are really effective. The less enemies alive, the easier it will be to push to the choke point. Okay, the knight tried to kill her. He did not kill her. Alright, more paladins. Yeah, we had I knew this guy was going to make an attack without a counter. Interestingly enough, this is one of those times when parity does help a little bit. Well, theoretically. If he stayed in the forest, parity would remove his own terrain bonus against Tanith specifically. Maybe we could do a triangle attack for once? It is kind of a waste of turns, but... Maybe we, just keep in mind this paladin will be able to hit us. Try to stay out of range of the Brave Axe. Maybe Kieran kills the cat, Canto's back. I don't know if he's got enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you'd have to do it with range 2 weapon. Might not be possible. Doesn't look great. So maybe triangle's still not really on the cards. Well, okay. There's a couple things you could do, because you don't need... Heck, I don't even know if my triangle attack is going to kill him. It's just a crit. 11, that'd be 22 damage. I actually don't know enough about the mechanics on triangle weapons. We're gonna try. I want Elincia to trigger it, and that only needs Marcia and Tanith to be beside him. It doesn't mean they have to attack him. And because of, you know, Canto strats, they should be able to hit the cat and get in range. I don't remember if the weapon equip matters. It might need to be a sword, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, easy. 17, 17. We might take some damage. That's fine. I can physic with Ilyana or something. Didn't get hit anyway. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, and then... Yeah, she'll be in range of the short axe guy, but, you know, we're all going to be... Unless Kieran ends up just charging up there, which he's not. I think Kieran... One, two, three. If he stands here, he'll be in Marcia's range for support. And they're going to come at him with... Brave axes, short axes, and maybe a short axe. Maybe we do this with our own heroic axe. I can also Canto one to the right. Could put him in the forest. I think in hindsight it would have been better to put Tanith below, or to the left of the other paladin, and Marcia above. If I put Marcia here, then I could have Kieran's support a little bit more flexible. But I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to leave him up here. Okay, I'm going to double check if there are weapon requirements for the triangle. We've got sword, lance. Let's see if this triggers it. Kills anyway. It seems to have triggered it regardless. So even if we didn't get triangle attack, a brave weapon here should have done enough. Well, let's see what happens. No animation, insta crit. I still don't know if you would get 4 attacks. But that was still pretty good, right? Pretty cool. I guess that leaves him in range. He could go after her, but I don't think that's going to be a huge threat. Full health, full health, full health. No one over here is taking any damage. We could also... no, can't quite get a... Bolting into the middle, but I don't think we want to do that. Ilyana... Honestly, having her available for Bryce might be the play. I mean, Soren's over here. I was planning on having her be on the left side, but she's not needed. You know, they're fine. So let's start moving towards the middle. I think Soren kills one of these. Nefini kills the other, and then Ike starts thinking about baiting Bryce down. If I put Ike right there, is he in any danger? I don't think so. I suppose this guy can fly over the walls with a killer lance. Maybe we should consider that. Okay, let's remember his range. Maybe... Now, on the other hand, you can sort of block him by putting people along this wall. In theory. Like, maybe if Soren is there, Nefini's there, Ike is here. 9 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he still can sneak around. Very sneaky. How much do I care about a potential killer lance? Will he even use it if he has an option with no counters? Like, if he can throw an axe at Nefini, he still might prefer that to the melee attack. But I do need to be careful with Soren, is maybe the main thing here. I would like Soren to delete one of these guys, but... Can we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if Soren is here, Nefini is here, Ike is here, I'm fairly sure he can't fly around. He could throw an axe at Soren through the wall, maybe. Or, never mind. Why don't we just delete him? Yeah, let's just get rid of him. Technically an adept proc. But not needed. So you could do 4 blizzards in a row if you had the uses and got all your adepts off. Okay. 23, right? No, 13, not nearly enough. 9, wow, this guy's got some defense. 18. Okay. 17. Okay, well. Ilyana. Oops. Alright, well, we just gotta hope that... I'm gonna use whatever's my strongest attack. So Brave Lance is 9 times 4. Gradivis is 18 times 2. With probably the better crit rate. Although, 4 7% versus 2 16%? I don't know. What's more likely to hit? I'm not going to do the math. 216 seems okay. There you go, see? Easy. Just press the crit button. Alright, well then in the end I can get Ike to the spot I wanted him almost. I think I'm one tile short, but hey, we're blocking the choke point anyway. Pretty much according to plan, you know, most. Alright, center secured, left mostly secured, right side, trouble. So, threats. Killing Edge, very threatening. Silverblade, still threatening. Rune Sword, less of them. But ideally, you know, we need to kill all 4 of these guys, right? Because they've all got nasty tricks up their sleeves. We've got 4 units. Maybe 5 if Rayson can dance. I guess we do have we have a bow to kill the flyer instantly, right? Mia can't make it anywhere, or not to all of them, so she could. Yeah, this kills before he gets an attack. So the easier we can do these without letting them even get an attack, I think the more I'm in favor of it. I mean, this guy only had a 5% crit chance on her, but let's not give him anything. Okay. Killing Edge. Is that going to be Tomahawk, or how does this look? Ooh, that's not doubling. No. We can't double this guy. Okay, that's important to keep track of. Nobody can double him on this group? Well, Mia could have, but she's not close enough. And okay, we're gonna have to dance Mia maybe to kill him. Wow. But Brave Sword should kill him, because 2 attacks before he gets a turn should get the job done. Alright, so that's the plan. Get inclusive. You are included in death. Oh, he gets a return? Oh no, a counterattack! Yeah, 31%. Okay. Kind of a joke. That's fine. Can Jill kill this guy at least? Well, yeah. No. Yes, 27 times 2 with the Brave Lance. As long as she doesn't miss. She's got support bonus from miss. She is in range. Alright. Well, I mean, it's as good as it's going to get. 89% is still pretty good. You know, with the 2RN system, it should be 99 or 98 or something. But you never know, right? We've missed those before. Alright, Jill, you're doing well. Once this side is wrapped up, there's no more reinforcements on the right, so we just start heading towards the middle anyway, right? Now, this, of course, assumes that Mia can do this. I'm pretty sure she'll be alright. It's exactly enough damage to not risk any counters. We also could have bet ourselves that we get a 55% crit immediately. But we don't want to let him do anything. And this is, well, statistically almost a guarantee. Sure, she even had Adept, so I think she would have got 3 attacks. I believe. I think Adept works with Brave weapons in this game. I forget. In some games, they're the same effect, so they don't stack. But I think I was reading that Adept can proc on Brave hits, and then this sword turns into potentially up to 8. But usually just not that. Nothing really lives that long, right? Okay, well, let's do a little healing. So far, so good, right? come at me. Ike got the choke point. I do love the map. This is a very nice custom final battle. It's all usually, like almost always Fire Emblem games, the final battle is always in like a volcano or some sort of secret castle, that's dark tower of necromancy and whatever stuff like that, right? Having a final chapter that's actually like nice in the gardens and just sort of happy, nice area of flowers and water and stuff. It's kind of, well, the secret is this is not the real final chapter. This is just like the end of the first half of the game, you know? And the end of the second half game might be in another giant tower of evil after all. But that's just the Fire Emblem special, you know? Not sure if there's a giant dragon at the end, though. I think it's something else. To be fair, how many Fire Emblems actually have a giant dragon as the final boss? What was the skill he activated? Was this the guy with Nihil? I guess we can find out. Didn't help him any, whatever his skill was. Hey, Nasir is ready. Took his time getting there. Yeah, that's the Nihil skill. So that would have disabled our soul if we could have activated it. It doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, these guys are pretty toast. And that's the end of the left flank. Just one turn behind the right flank. And then we're just, yeah, we're ready to start dragging the enemy. The final battle's in. Nice. Okay, important. Yeah, I think we want to put Ike on this tile. Draw the boss in and his friends, the knights. And that might activate the dragons. I mean, heck, it might activate the final boss. But we're trying to avoid the square that Ashnard can go into for as long as we can. Not a huge surprise there, right? Now we can still get Soren into support range. So I will do that. Does anyone need any healing? Definitely not. Alright. You are at support range. Nephany still needs to somehow take some damage, so you're out here as well. Maybe I should have put her on that tile because she needs to get hit. Nasir can now move 6 squares, and by the way, his stats. Now that he's transformed, yeah. he is a beast. Sorry, yeah. Wait, is that racist? He's a beast? He's beast mode. Alright, Nasir ready to go whenever we need him. Left side. We could try another triangle attack. Sure, why not, right? Alright, Marcia, you kill this guy, please, and thank you. They're basically dead anyway, it's all over, but it's all ogre for them. Oh, you canceled her skill. So realistically, it would be far better to kill these guys and Kanto up, so they're in position to support if necessary. However, you know, we're doing some fun stuff today. Sure. Hopefully I targeted the right person, actually. I wonder what triggers first, Nihil or her skill. I mean, they both kind of do the same thing. I guess if Nihil goes first, she could get her support bonuses. Because it would deny rare parity. But if parity goes first, it would deny the support bonuses, and then Nihil wouldn't matter as well. Weird. Triangle, go! I mean, she definitely killed him. Looks like they only shout triangle attack the first time they use it, interestingly. Anyway, it's important to say Elincia learned how to do the triangle attack, because it's part of her character growth. Okay, yeah, right side is totally clear. I do need Jill near to get that speed wing, so it's a good time for her to move along. And Oscar is also good for Ike support. I'll send them up this way, I suppose. You can't fly. Mist is a little bit more fragile, so I'll keep her on the inside. Of course, Ashnard flies over those walls anyway. You can definitely set up some safe points using the walls. Like, you can put your fragile units kind of here, and then have the walls protecting them, and then both your units blocking as well. The trouble is, of course, Ashnard has a 1-2 weapon. Movement 10. He outmoves basically anyone unless you give Ike, or unless you give like one of your flyers a boots. And he has a 1-2 range weapon. So it's very, very difficult to get first strike on him. You know, obviously you can sing or dance one person in, but... Oh, I should have danced Mia, actually. Oops. Yeah, I would say as much as the game is fairly easy, do not underestimate Ashnard. Especially if you're playing along on hard mode. Nice, thank you. Also, good night. I like the build. It's such a nice, like, polearm build where you're just on the defensive. It is a very, I always loved, in Total War type games, the large, halberdier groups, like, not exactly super pikes, but, I'm trying to think of a good example, but, in the Lord of the Rings Third War mod for Medieval Total War 2, one of the earlier Let's Plays I did on the channel, long time ago. Oh, by the way, I'm Bryce. Thank you. I just need a little bit more damage, actually. That's great. There's these, I think they're Fountain Guard, the best unit in Gondor, the guarding, Tirith, I think, whatever. They are such a beautiful thing to have in a choke point, and enemies just get, like, you know, imagine, like, I don't know how many's in a unit, like 80 or 100 of them, like Nephany, all in a line, and just anything that comes up out through the choke point just gets plowed down. But much like Nephany here. Yeah, it feels real good. Okay. So, there's no way to lure this guy over without Ashnard. So we do not want that this turn. We want to kill Bryce, get the Speedwing, feed that to Jill. We want the dragons to move down. I would like Nephany to take 3 more damage-ish, give or take. And that's about that. So maybe we use Nephany on the right. I mean, I don't know if they'll attack her for sure. Oh, we could do this. This is fun. We've never used Nasir in combat before. Here you go, guys. This is what a dragon on our side looks like. You better not 1% crit. Freaking mad. Not a great showing, but he did some damage. What if Nephany... How much damage could she take here? 14? She could get crit, and that would kill her. We don't really want to risk any of that. 18. Let's just use the tornado, I guess. When else are we going to use tornado? We take a massive counter here, but you get to see tornado. I'm not sure if you've ever cast it. Actually, we get to adept it, so he dies. So we're good. I mean, it certainly looks like a tornado. Just a little bit greener than usual. Oh. Well, what was his skill? Oh! Nihil blocked his adept. That's probably what it was. Because I got the little skill activation flash, but that must have been Nihil, not... Does he have Nihil? We won't know anymore. I couldn't defend my... I'm dead. I don't know who he was supposed to be. Just, you know, he had a story. He had children and a family, and, you know, now they're orphans. But we don't care. Oh, we have our own Nihil. I mean, that should have worked then. We could have Nihiled him, his Nihil, and we could have adepted and still got a double attack without any risk of counters. But... Alright. Let's do the important thing I want to do here before I forget. Item, speed. Get speed. Nice. Okay, you can stay nearby. Nephany... Oh, we can get all the way in here. Ooh, yeah, this is good. Maybe? This might be good? So these guys do 18 damage. That's a bit. That's a bit. Maybe we just kill one? Or, well, we find out what happens. 11, 11. Okay, I think between Ike and Nephany, there's a pretty good chance. There's no guarantee. But let's let Ike chip away here for free. Now, moving up the stairs... that's pretty cool, Ike, by the way. Nice backflip. Moving up the stairs here still might activate the boss. I have a feeling there's like a point. It's not just in range. I think there's a point at which he just starts to move. We'll find out next turn if that's true or not. What turn are we on, by the way? Turn 5. Oh yeah, we're going super fast here. 8 damage. Well, let's not just give them a free hit back. I know I'm trying to get her into Wrath range. Well, maybe. The thing is, she'll be in range of the other one, so I don't want to set her up to die, you know. Also, she's going to be not in range of Rexar. But yeah, if I can kill this one, and then this guy moves over, hits her, puts her into Wrath, then I might be able to find a way to, like... I should have brought some vulneraries, actually. Oddly enough, I don't want elixirs here on Nephany. I want to bring her from, like, 10 HP to 20, not from 10 to 47. You know, like, that's kind of the problem. Ah, well, we might not be able to set this up perfectly, but if we manage to get some Wrath Resolve, I will use it. It is, unfortunately, a bit of a fiddly thing to set up. You're just too strong. Okay, watch out for this. Ilyana, I guess you could, you think that would wake this guy up? Sure. I don't want to have to fight him at the same time as the boss, so if we get rid of him now... I mean... Doesn't quite kill him. But... Oh, that must have been a crit, by the way. Pretty sure. Well, legendary S-rank light tome gone forever. Alright, Oscar's there to support Ike, which was on the to-do list. Our bird is getting close. We'll definitely want the bird. No doubt there. Dance me along. There is one last little surprise coming up if you're not ready for it, though. Something to look forward to. Oh, did I block all the squares I would have moved to? Well, we didn't get a very effective dance, but I'll take what I can get. I think I might have a physic use here on somebody. Yeah. Well... No, I'll just heal up this here. We got more than enough physics to last the rest of the fight. I did give Jill the speed. Yeah, she's max speed, by the way. Nice, nice, nice. Kieran catching up, so we can give more supports and kills. The Pegasus trio coming on in hot. Oh, this is maybe a good turn to finally summon these guys. Maybe could have set that up a little bit earlier, but... Yeah, I got lots of healing available. But it might be hard to heal a little bit, funnily enough. Alright, he did go for Nephany. If we do get hit, it sets us up. But then we're in very dire straits. Okay, I mean, you're dead. It's so cool when it works. Oh, man, that is... I do love that. Yeah. That's literally more stats even than Nasir. Unfortunately, so close to death that I've got to be very careful. Yeah, this is where having a vulnerary would be perfect. 17 would be a lot safer than 7. I have a feeling even a heal staff is going to be way too much, right? That's 36 healing. Yeah, I legitimately should have brought a vulnerary. I can't believe it. Okay, well, there is another chance. I could use Nephany to lure this guy down. He does 53 damage. If I healed her up, she'd take 25. That's enough if she gets hit. Okay. Well, regardless, if you have a save state, I recommend using it before drawing Ashnard into range. Because this is where things get fun. It doesn't really matter what I equip. He's going to attack me at range 2. And that's fine. Just don't forget to get healed up. Do you have any supports with anybody? I don't think you do, no. It's actually not a full heal. It's a good heal, it's just not a full heal. What's your magic stat? 26? I don't suppose yours is better. It's about the same. Oh, well, we got... I mean, I got so many ways to heal, it barely even matters. But this lures the boss into the spot we want him to be in, which is right in the middle, attacking us. He can definitely be lured in any direction you want. But I think this is the best case scenario. I want my flyers nearby for... Oh, I could have brought some more reinforcements in, I suppose. I mean, I still probably could. No, can't dance up a wall. That's illegal. That's illegal, excuse me. Alright, Nasir, you're gonna just lose your transformation right in the nick of time to suck. So we'll manage. Ike's gonna be here. Oscar will be here with Soren. We'll put Jill on this side, I guess. I want there to be enough space. I guess I could have danced to get a double cleanse there as well, or a double heal. Oh, I forgot to I forgot to direct. Hold on. Slight mistake. I actually would really like Ike to tell the, because I'm using Nephany to lure the boss, but these guys are gonna just charge right in there if I'm not careful, and that's not quite what I want this turn. I always forget once I summon those things. It's so hard for me to remember direct order. Alright, you guys get ready here. I'll use you as lure later if we need bait. Okay, now we're good to go. They do make excellent bait against the final boss, though. I will tell you that much. Alright, but Nephany can handle it, right? No crit threat. One blow. For nameless wretches like you, one blow is more than enough. I mean, you say that. First, you missed anyway. No resolve for me. Alright, here we go. Here we go. So, Nasir can hit him. He will take 25 damage in counter. And he only deals 6. It's not great. Let's start with Nasir. That's quite the wyvern thing. Interesting. Not exactly like the other wyverns. A white dragon to meet with you here. Hui ha ha yo ho har. For me, there's no greater joy. There's a reason I had to meet you, King Dane. And that is, I would have you tell me how to heal my warped and twisted Lagoon's brothers. If you created them, you should know how to restore them. Ha! That's what you want? Wahahaha! Fool, there's no such cure! What have you done? It's already too late. Tell me, dragon, were you our worm? I see, so your goal is to stop the Godolans from fighting. We dragons are known for our wrath. Even spilling your blood today will not atone for what you've done. Despise me, loathe me, wahahaha! I will feast on your hatred. Let your hate build, dragon. Attack with everything you've got. I know your strength is not gone yet. Sadly, 1v1, this would be rough. Good dodge, though. However, what we really want is Ike. We could put him at range 1 too, but it doesn't really change anything. No doubling ever. Well, there is someone who can double Ashnard, but he's not here. Yeah, but you need a 31 speed at least, and we can't do that. It's illegal. So one attack. It's kind of like the fighting the what's we call it, the Black Knight. No crits either way. However, Ike, I would say, has a pretty fair chance at soloing this this fight with our crazy Ike power. I remember that stance well. So, your father taught you swordplay, did he? How very happy that makes me. Mad King, I'll cut you down with this blade and end your reign. You cut me? Good. If you possess the strength, then so be it. That process is the principle on which my ideal world operates. What are you even talking about? Got him? Caught him once. No Aether there. What we really need, as usual, is the Luna activation. Now, if you saved your scrolls and had decided to give Ike Resolve Wrath, this is where you trivialize the boss. Because if Ike is in Resolve range, his stats go up so much, and he has a guaranteed weapon that can damage the boss. Unlike Nephany, who unfortunately can do 0 damage. It's a real shame, honestly. I still want her to get into Resolve range again, but... well, that's fine. So that's that. Now, we're locking him in so he can't move. It's the real thing. So we need someone else who can take a hit, basically. Basically, the way I suggest is always have 4 units who can take a hit from Ashnard without dying instantly, and keep them surrounding him. There is a lot of dialogue with him and like all the custom characters. So, you know, if you can survive these, you can get his dialogue. A trained Elincia can take a single hit. Barely. But this is how we get to see the dialogue. Ashnard! What? You again? How are you alive? I told you, you're not the foe I seek. You may not think so, yet my purpose here is to defeat you. In the name of my father, my mother, my lord uncle, and the countless citizens of Crimea, you murdered them, and I will never forgive you. In the world I am creating, only those with power will be allowed to live. Hurry and die, weakling. I mean, you know, if you didn't have invincible magic armor, she could put up a fight. Maybe. How much defense does he have? 35? No. There's literally max stats. I guess if you gave her a silver blade, yeah. We could give her... She's got A-rank swords, so if you give her the best sword you could make... Do we have one sitting around? Oh, we could make the forged Mia blade, right? So you could give her an 18 strength weapon with her... That would give her 38 strength or 38 damage. She could hit him for 3 damage if he wasn't immune to damage. I think that's as strong as you can get. Other than that, who do I think has dialogue? I mean, there might be literally everyone in the game, honestly. I think he has dialogue for Rayson, but he has to attack Rayson if you want to do that. My backup defense was probably going to be one of the paladins. Anybody with really good defense should be okay for 1 hit. But you need good speed, so you need to be no less than 23 speed and enough combined HP defense to survive a 55 damage hit. And then you can't attack. Because, well, if you hit him, if you get hit twice, you're definitely dead. But most of my people can survive a single attack. For now, I guess his weapon is a sword, so theoretically you could go for avoid strats. Can Mia survive a single hit? 35? Yeah, easy. She's almost got enough attack speed to double, but you can't get to 31, sadly. And of course, it doesn't matter what we do, she can't hurt him anymore. So, sad. Sorin, you could try with magic, but same problem. Can't work, doesn't work, no luck. That is the main reason I gave them all physics staves, in case you're wondering. What I will do with Sorin is get him in Ike support range, and I'm going to... Oh, where is it? Oh, does Nasir have it? Right, I was gonna steal that meteor. 27. Who do I prefer to have in range? I suppose Oscar's pretty good. Because he's got a lot of avoid, it's less likely he gets hit by a margin. 31 hit is pretty low. This is a good person to block him in. And if I put Kieran in support range, that should also help a little bit. Yeah, A rank there should make a difference. So that puts Oscar at 120 avoid. Whew. Whew. Meanwhile, what I actually will do, because this is probably the main reason that I gave the Night Ring to Rayson in general, dancing like this without a Night Ring is a real pain. Because you can't end your turn adjacent to Ashnard without significant risk of life. However, if you can dance it out, you just do that. And then Ike gets another attack. If he gets hit, we still have to heal him, but that's fine. We've got lots of healers. This just will speed up the fight by being able to dance him every turn without too much pushing strategy. And, I mean, we just keep dodging, so it's so far so good. I should have moved Soren first, actually. That was a mistake. I would like... Okay, this is a little silly, but I would like to get my tome ready. I mean, just in case. It's nice to have those around. However, we don't want to stay here. We want a little bit of shuffling around here. I would like to drop him to this square. If we can pull that off. Jill can do it. There. So he's safe from the boss. Boss can only hit Ike, Nefany, Oscar, or Nasir. And everyone's at full health. They should all be able to survive one hit. Technically, Ike gets Soren's bonus now, so he's up to also kind of crazy avoid. Crazy avoid. I wouldn't be surprised if the boss just goes for Nasir, because he's easier to hit. And yeah, that's it. I guess Nasir could attack again. Yeah, we can still heal him up if he gets countered. Yeah, basically Rayson dances the only two people that can hurt the boss. And we get 4 attacks per turn. Assuming we can heal up the damage we take in reply. Wow. And Nasir can take 2 hits, so you can pretty much always safely attack with him as long as you can, you know, heal him up. Okay, that's all, right? Just make sure people are around in case I need them. Sadly, although you could hit him with bolting, it doesn't do any damage. He's immune to everything. Except for blessed weapons. Just don't accidentally put someone who dies in range 2 of him. Not like I've ever done that before. I think the first time I played him, the first time I played this game, he just killed 1 unit every turn. Until I eventually won with, like, Ike and... a few people were left alive. But the first time I played, we definitely had a lot of deaths. Mist is not quite strong enough to survive 1 hit. I was wondering if we could get a Mist conversation, but she needs a little bit more HP or 2 more defense, I guess. To safely do it. I mean, you can still try, but not safe. Alright. What you up to, Ashnard? He does get his regen. That's why getting 4 attacks per turn makes it so much better. Alright, went for Nefany. Interesting. Are you actually going to hit? Is that... Do I know in advance? The 50% crit? Yeah. It just so happens that it puts her exactly into resolve range. It's really unfortunate that we can't hurt him like this. Because... boy, would that feel nice. To crit kill the boss with that. I don't like the fact that he's immune to all weapons besides basically Ike. It's too scripted for me. But we have a 57 attack. It's actually higher than Ashnard's. Like, he's at 55. So Nefany, as a comparison, literally does more damage than Ashnard. And she has a, frankly, ridiculous crit chance. Which means 57... actually, with weapon advantage, it's 58, technically. So it'd be 23 damage tripled on a crit would one-shot him, right? So, you know, if he wasn't just stupidly immune, we could have had a pretty fun kill there. But sadly, that's not the case. Now, I will leave her at 23. I'm going to use someone else to tank the left side because, spoiler alert, this isn't the end of the fight. So who else should it be? I keep forgetting. I think I was busy doing rescue strats. Let's have Tanith reinforce some more. Just get that done. And who is going to block on the left? I mean, Kieran... Oscar A, Marsha B. What's his avoid looking like? Pretty solid. Yeah, let's put it up there. Should be okay. And we'll give him weapon triangle advantage for a small bonus. I mean, 37% hit is actually enough that you don't have to worry too much, right? 9%. Oscar's very safe as a tank guardian. All right, let's do some damage. You can do it. Is that +1? Yeah, I should have had Oscar, or no, Soren is the +1 damage. I should have had sword in range every turn for Ike here. That +1 is actually really important because you're only doing 9 damage. This gets him to 10 damage, you know? And if you're dancing, that turns 18 into 20, and if you do get a soul activation, or a Luna off Aether, I guess, that just helps. Just helps. Still, he hasn't really hit anyone but Nephany, so doing all right. But yeah, I like this fight. I think it's cool, and I love the art on the totally a wyvern is beautiful. But I just don't love the fact that you have to. It's so scripted. It's Ike or nothing, really. Like, Nasir helps, but it's basically Ike. And yeah, Mist with the Kanto healing or Elincia with the Kanto healing makes it also a lot easier. Similar with the Kanto dance. This is all smart strats that you might not have in your group. That otherwise you're going to be using a lot of physics, or you're going to be standing next to them with a Reese healing and then shoving him out of the way or something, or doing a lot of rescue drops. It's definitely possible without all these tricks, but I would say it's a bit more annoying. One of these days we'll get an activation, I think. Or we'll just never get hit. He doesn't have anything like Nihil. He does reduce critical chance a bit. But he's just got lucky that Ike didn't trigger Aether. Otherwise this fight would be over. I suppose I should be careful, because we will de-transform at some point. And at that point, Nasir... Yeah, maybe next turn, but I think it's after the enemy phase, so... He'll have Dragon Defense for one more turn, I think. Maybe 2 more turns. I think it's -2 per turn or something, I think. Anyway, not much else to do. We've got a whole army of sacrificial Pegasi if we need them. He regenerates a little bit. Certainly in Ike range. Goes for Kieran. I guess it's whoever he has the highest hit rate that doesn't do any counter damage to him. But yeah, this is yeah, I guess it's more than, maybe it's like -3 per turn. Well, so much for the Nasir tank. He's still pretty tanky. He will take 30 damage per hit now, though. And he won't counter at all. So, we got some value. I could, you know, eat a stone and go right back. Or I could equip the Demiband and go back with, frankly, stats that aren't really good enough to fight the boss. Anyway, we know he's only got 10. This does it. I'm just going to save. I forget exactly how this happens, but this totally wins the fight, right? Ike, you know, of course, is the one that wants the killing blow anyway. As is traditional. He looks pretty dead. Although he didn't drop his sword. Do you think you can defeat me? It's not over yet. I haven't seen all you are capable of. Honestly, I have barely hit any of you. And even though he flies, he's been stuck. He can't even fly around us. What are you doing? Now is the time to use this. No, you blind, stupid fool. What is he using? What could it be? Is there some sort of MacGuffin that we've forgotten about for most of the game? That one of our party members delivered directly to his hand that empowers him with evil? Uh-oh. Remember when Gawain went crazy, killed his own wife and most of the Grail, not Grail, most of the Dane Royal Guard? Uh-oh. Ashnard be mad. Flee! Get away from him! Kind of looks like a zombie. It feels so good. He's touching the medallion, but he's still sane. Not sure that's the right word for it, Ike. Ike, we can't win like this. Call for a battalion. Do it now. Okay, you could be a real Chad and do this without any help, and I'm pretty sure we'd be okay. Probably. But you don't know his stats yet if you're playing blind. Now, for one, this is only on hard mode. If you're playing on normal mode, you don't have to do phase 2. In fact, these guys join you for phase 1 and make it trivial. Well, one of them. So, the options are Hawk King, very, very good. Crow King is kind of a joke. He doesn't want to be here, but he could still help. Or Gifka, the lion, not king, technically, but because Raniance, something is the actual king. But Gifka is still very, very good. If I remember correctly, Gifka is the strongest at fighting Phase 2 Ashnard. But I think, story-wise, Tabarn really wants to kill him. And, although Nisala is, of course, the meme. But Tabarn, you're on your way. Alright, how bad is it? He's powered up. Now he's up to 60 damage. Okay, so you gotta make sure you don't die to 60. Anything else? He's got more health. That's the is that all that really changed? He got 5 more strength? He must have got something else. I think his speed is the same. Or no, his speed went up by like 1. But that mostly doesn't matter. Unless your Ike had 23 speed, in which case, oh man. Or 24. Whatever it was, yeah, 24. Enough to not be doubled on the first round, but now we get doubled. Yeah, this is the real fight. And, this is where people start to die if you're not very, very careful. Now, I think Oscar and Kieran and a transformed Nasir will be fine. So we're going to go back to that. This is why I brought these. One of them. I mean, there's a couple reasons. But that puts us at 30. That's 30 damage. He still almost can survive 2 hits. 26 speed. We're not getting doubled. Let me look at my other units. Yeah, 32 damage is a lot, but we can heal that. His hit rate has also gone up, so he must have got some skill as well. Maybe his skill went up by like 10 or something. Anyway, his stats are much better. Unfortunately, it's the same thing. No one else can actually hurt him. It's really... I actually think it'd be way better if Phase 2 he got a big stat upgrade, but no longer was limited by... he's also standing on his... Totally a wyvern. In the sprite work on the top there, he's not even like sitting on it like a normal person. He's literally standing on the shoulders of this definitely wyvern. Never seen a wyvern quite like that. But yeah, like I wish Phase 2 you could just damage normally if you could tank his crazy, like, you know, we can survive a hit here, right? But we should be getting super effective damage because he flies. The thing I was gonna do, and I've definitely dropped the ball, is if I had the Bjork guard. This is where Nasir with the Bjork guard, not using the Demiband, but using the stones to stay transformed, would be really nice. Because he should do half damage, because he does count as Bjork. You can see, it says it right there. He's in his type. He's a Bjork. So I believe he actually would do half damage to whoever has that equipped, but only Laguz can equip it. And the best Laguz to equip it is really Nasir, actually. So I think I sold it without remembering that there was a cool strat there. But if you held on to it, this is the time for it. I would vote, especially if you save some stones. Anyway, there's not much to do other than keep people healed up. Sorry, every other strat in the game, it no longer matters. We will get some friends shortly. And there might be some more enemies too, so don't drop your guard. Do we attack this turn? No, let's let him attack us. He's gonna regen... it's 5%? I think? So he's gonna regen... Or is it 10%? Is it 8 HP? I think it's 10%. I think he regens 8 every turn. So Ike can do 10 damage still. His defense hasn't changed. But if he regenerates 8 of it, like, why bother? It's not... I don't think that's worth it. I mean, it's possible... Well, it's possible we get an Aether. Alright. We haven't had one Aether yet, but eventually we'll get an Aether. 31 damage. Still pretty low chance for him to hit us. Thanks to our amazing support friends. New boss music, too. Ow. Alright. That's fine. We can deal with that. Yeah, we can heal 31 easy. And I can heal Nasir with Elincia with the same strat if I need to, so that's fair. He doesn't do magic damage or anything, just pure physical. So I was thinking, is there any reason to try a, what am I trying to say, a pure water strat or something? And not really. So yeah, this is the fight where Nasir is not going to solo it. I think the first round, Nasir could probably solo it with enough help. Well, not solo, but with some help. If your Ike is really weak. This time around, if you don't have a very strong Ike, you better hope Gifka shows up. Maybe Tabarn's fine too. Alright, so he's going to heal up 8 every turn. At least we got some damage in. And, yeah, I guess he's just going to try to beat upon Kieran. So as long as we keep him locked in, we should be fine. I mean, you could run out of heal staves eventually, but... As long as you've got some... Oh man, wouldn't that be so cool? To actually heal up and do some damage to the boss? Wouldn't it be nice if everyone could help? Well, there's something they can do. Sorry to keep you waiting. Is that the king? He's a monster! The medallion's chaotic energy is overflowing from his body. No matter, leave him to me. I promise you this, Ashnard will fall at my hands. I think, probably story-wise, it makes the most sense for Tabar. He really, really wants to kill this guy. And, hey, he's finally on our team, controllable. Cancel does mean he can stop the enemy's counter, which is real nice. He will always be transformed because this bad boy works on nobles and gives no demi-band half-stat promotions. And it just lasts forever. So, yeah, pretty solid. Sure, it's only 45 damage, but that's as good as Ike. 10 damage to the boss. And 27 speed, right? Not going to double, but nobody doubles this guy. I don't even think Nasala can double him. I think Nasala's at 30 or something. Nasala's strength is much worse. Much worse. Alright, well, we'll get him flying up there. Might have Nasir tap out. Meanwhile, reinforcements. Steel swords. Oh, no. Physics staff. Actually, that is really annoying. He will heal the boss. Short spear. Brave lance. We might just... I wasn't actually planning for this, but I might just send March up immediately. Yeah. I don't really want to deal with the physicking the boss. That's annoying. 30 damage. Nah, she'll be fine. Funnily enough... No, she's got lances. She'll be fine. Okay. Well, I say that. 19, 19. Not enough. Spontaneous destruction. Oh man, she's so close to one-hitting him. If I had a Brave Lance... Nephany could also probably solo most of that too. Oh, you know what? We got We got some other ways to help down here. Yeah, let's get rid of that Brave Lance. That sounds really good. Alright, that reduces the potential damage coming back at us. We do still have another bolting if I need more. Now, I was trying to keep Sword in range of Ike. It definitely helps. Okay, we need him. Now, we could still rescue drop him back with a bit of finagling. Yeah. What else is he gonna do, right? I guess I'll go for the one with more attack speed. He's probably got a better avoid in general. Got some meteors. I mean, we haven't used the meteors either, so... I think I actually sold one of my meteor tomes because I cared so little. You know, I saved them all for the final map, and still probably more than we need. Alright. I think this is pretty safe to charge up now. You might be able to block these tiles as well if you just leave people standing in the reinforcement spots. That's a pretty classic FE trick as well. If you know in advance where to stand. It's pretty cool. He'll just throw a spear at... If I don't... Oh no, does Jill have a hand axe? Yeah, she's got the tomahawk equipped. Okay, so if we keep a ranged weapon equipped, that's fine. Sure, no real threat here. I don't think. Shine on, shine bright. Not today. Alright, a couple flyers up here to help. I might send Tanith up later, but for now, what I'm going to do is... I suppose, you know, I'm pretty sure you get support bonuses, regardless of, if you are being carried or not, right? Yeah, Ike still gets the Soren bonuses because Tanith is carried. That's pretty good. I'm going to put him down anyway, because I'd like him to be available for healing and stuff, and, you know, more siege tomes if necessary. But we still have the boss blocked in, very important. Oscar... Kieran needs to get healed as well, by the way. That might reduce the number of attacks we can pull off this turn, depending on if we get hit. Basically can never leave anyone with any damage next to this guy. I'm pretty sure he two-shots, like, he either one or two-shots the entire group, basically. So I've still got 2 Canto heals remaining. I used my Physic heals already. So let's just see how this goes. Ragnell up. If you don't have a choice, do Ragnell twice. On Ike. Nice, here we go. Yeah, with some good ether usage, I still think Ike would have a decent chance 1v1ing him, but it's only because of the support bonuses. If we didn't have that fairly massive evade, that 42 extra avoid, the boss would hit us like 100% of the time, and it would not be safe. But yeah, the Ike Soren support, actually Oscar Soren, Oscar Ike at A is probably the biggest difference you can make. It's better statistically than Soren's, but that +1 damage is just... Actually, that's right. Soren, I think, gives you the +1 attack at B rank, I think. So B rank Soren, A rank Oscar would give you the same attack, but more avoid, if I remember correctly. So it is mechanically superior. Anyway, we did not get hit. Let's see how Nasir can do. Very unlikely to dodge on Nasir, though. We've gotten some more damage. That's alright. I will let... So Elincia can heal... Actually, I should leave Rayson not right in this pile, because I could dance for both of the mounted healers. And then Tabarn will probably replace Nasir's spot in a second. Alright, whether or not we bother attacking with Nasir depends entirely on if Ike gets hit on the counter. On the other hand, we might kill him right here with another skill. And then we'll never get to see Tabarn. Oh, turns out we didn't need help at all. Well, there's some dialogue with Tabarn, but it turns out Ike is fine. He can get this covered. We could have gone with the Chad mode because we really didn't need the help. Well, that makes me feel really good. I mean, it's just luck. I think it's just skill percent to activate, and we got it twice in a row, so you did. Excellent. Excellent. So good. More. More. At this time of ascension, it's not enough. Not enough. Wow, we actually wrecked this guy. He did not put up much of a fight. Trust me, his stats are very scary, and if you don't have a very, pimped out Ike, it's not nearly that smooth. And we maybe got a little lucky still, but yeah, usually I rely on Tabarn or one of the other royals to, back me up. In this situation, no backup required. It is truly over. We have destroyed this game. Good fun. Ah, let's see the conclusion. Oh yeah, Ina's still here. Ina, stay back. The mount is still alive. You know wyverns are deadly. Stay back, I said. Ina? No. No, she's dead. She got eaten. So, it turns out it's not a wyvern, guys. Maybe you saw through my clever ruse. What's going on? His mount is so calm. Ike, let them be. Nasir, what's going on? That is her mate. As death nears, he has regained his sanity. King Dane's mount? Is Ina's mate? What? So it's just Grandpa looking after his granddaughter and her husband, basically. Who was captured and poisoned by the evil corruption. I don't know exactly how they did it yet, but one of the Lagoos that was transformed into a mindless beast. Radiance. Actual black dragon mount. Kind of crazy. Oh, I've got this. Hold on. No mystic mumble jumble this time. Say, brother. Yeah, what's up? That dragon with the big wings. I wonder if he's a Lagoose. No, he's not. It's just other dragons. A Lagoose? No, it can't be. Ashnard's mount was a wyvern, wasn't it? That's what Blue said. I can't tell for sure, but it feels that way. And he sure doesn't look like a wyvern. He's got more legs. I think wyverns, even in Fire Emblem, but it's pretty common in like D&D and other modern fantasy. Dragons are usually 4 legs, like claws, taloned legs, plus wings. Wyverns are usually 2 legs plus wings, like the arms, like a bird. Like their upper arms count as their wings, effectively, usually. But dragons tend to be 4-limbed plus wings, which is something I think in the real world there's nothing like that. It's always maximum of 4 limbs, which can include wings, but that's it if I remember correctly. Other than bugs and stuff, but for large creatures, right? I can't tell for sure, but it feels that way. Secrets, you're not allowed to know this. If he is a Lagoose, the transform Galder may restore him to normalcy. Then let us sing. Yeah, what? Be patient, please. There's something we want to try. Huh? Imagine not knowing what the birds talk about all the time. It'd be so frustrating. It's almost like the game is designed to make you a little angry. Listen to these birds talk to each other in little bird tweets. I have to imagine that's all you hear. The rest of the rest of the group's just like, chirp, 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 cheep, cheep. You're like, what are you talking about? Use English. It's a little bit quiet, but they are singing. Oh, he's back! And he's got another one of those brands on his forehead. Racing, that's... Leanne told me the dragon's true form had been warped, so we sang the Galder of Rebirth. You can do that? Oh, Radiance. Radiance, do you know who I am? Ina. Yes, you recognize me. You were made to suffer because of me. Oh, Radiance. Ina, let's return to Godoa, the two of us. I'll go anywhere, my love, as long as it's with you. Ina, from this day forward, forever. Yeah, he did not make it. He was one of the dragon tribe? Yeah, that's right. He and Ina were engaged to be married. And then he was driven mad by King Dane and his form warped. Oh, I see. Sorry, Radiance, you were too good for us. But that does explain to a fair degree why Ina was trying to stay there with King Dane, hoping that she could somehow save him. And why Nasir chose to betray us to help his grandkid. It does... some Fire Emblems have really nasty plot holes, and just stupid things that happen for reasons that just the writers just write in for no good reason. This one, I generally say Path of Radiance is pretty clean. Like, there's some silly stuff. There's always some. But most of the big, like, twists and reveals are like, oh, yeah, you know that? Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's fair. That was foreshadowed. You know? Mist is very today. Oh, nope. Dang. Ah, here it is. Hey, Miss, did you find something? Like a rare MacGuffin that only you can touch? Yeah, the medallion, Ike. I got it. Oh, yeah, just careful with that. Yeah, I know. Hey, Racing, Leanne. What is it, Mike? What is it, Mist? Mike. Mist and Ike combined. What? Here, I got it. Oh. The medallion. The medallion belongs in Serenus Forest. My mother was only holding it for Lilia. Leanne, you should take it. Can Leanne touch it, though? I know she's a bird. Thank you, little Mist. I guess she can touch it. I guess. Thank you, daughter of Alina. In the memory of my departed sister, I accept the medallion from you. Hey, we squared off that circle, or whatever the saying is. Is that a saying? It sounds dumb. Where did I hear that before? Well, we could end the episode here, but let's make this one a little bit longer, and we'll wrap up the epilogue here. That is our save file, import save there, by the way. Look at all these people we never use, standing around acting as if they helped out. I mean, I tried to use more than normal, to be fair, but there's still a lot of classes or a lot of units I never used. For the past year, I've been focused on winning this war. I stand here today as testament to your fortitude and commitment. I understand this will never suffice, but I wanted to take a moment to say something. Thanks. I hope I may continue to rely on you. Alright, we got the A-rank Soren ending at some point in here. There's only one place for me to be, Ike. It's by your side. You've grown so much. I would like nothing better than if Commander Grail and Alina could see you now. What a long road we traveled, and yet in many ways it seemed to pass so quickly. Glad it's over. We sure did, didn't we? We did well, yeah. Mom and Dad would be proud. Great job, Ike. I guess they finally acknowledge him as a leader now that he's conquered half a continent and run a huge army. Has a legendary blessed sword, defeated the Black Knight, and the Mad King Ashnard. You did a pretty good job cutting that guy up. I guess this is why you get all the favoritism for training and stuff, because none of us could even hurt him, so good thing we trained you, Ike. If you're playing along and you didn't train your Ike, oh, you're having a bad time. Yeah, of course, if I hadn't been with you, you might not have made it. Commander Ike. Actually, it's Supreme Commander Lord Ike. Thank you very much. I believe I was promoted a couple times off camera. I'm gonna keep practicing so I can be better than ever. Thanks for having me. You know what, Rolf? You surprised me. Your potential is better than most people give you credit for. You're still very annoying to train, but you did turn out. Finally, it's finally over. At long last, we can return to a life without war. Yes, this is it. This is it. No more war ever again. Thankfully, the Mad King is gone and everyone is happy. Ike, are we going to go back to being mercenaries? I am a great soldier, but the easygoing life of a mercenary is the only way for me. Now, let's go find some good-looking lasses. I suppose you want some kind of congratulations, huh? Well, too bad. Look, I didn't even deploy your sorry ass. You're a snot-nosed whelp, and I'm still better than you. Uh-huh. Should have sent you to fight Ashnard 1v1. See how that goes. Hey, boss. We did it. Woohoo! You know, I completely love your fighting style. I mean, maybe we could have hooked up with Mia here. She seems pretty. Yeah, fair. If I could train under you, it'd be great. Let me stick around. I've no more work. I'll be leaving you shortly. If you have need of my services, you know how to reach me. I guess those were like Ike's best friends. Got deployed the most, maybe. I'm not sure how much the ending cares about how you played the game, but there's a lot of characters. A lot of characters to talk to. Elincia, you've had to wait a long time, but I finally fulfilled my contract. Mission complete. And we got the Fire Emblem. We send it to the birds. It's all done. We have fixed the world. My Lord Ike, on behalf of all Crimea and my departed father, mother, and uncle, I thank you once again. Ah, come on. Stop with that. Pardon? I gotten so used to these, got used to a few of these noble customs, but I still can't handle all the bowing and stuff. Makes me antsy and itchy. Oh, my lord. Hee hee. Oh, glorious day of sweet victory. Praises upon the day the goddess did see fit to send Sir Ike and save our land. Thanks, Ike. Because of you, I believe we better understand how to serve the princess. You just need some strapping buff swordsman to just to wake her up in the morning a little bit, keep her going. Through your strength, the dark clouds that blanketed Crimea have been dispelled. From this day forth, we will give our all to see the restoration of this land and its people. General, you're Crimea's savior. For your meritorious service, I salute you. Huzzah! Nay, 1,000 huzzahs! Oh, I'm glad that's over. When I saw King Dane, I was sure I was done for. Or that he'd torture me. But you were a bull. Thanks, I can go see my family, if they're alive, I hope. When I get back to the countryside, I'm gonna boast to all my family and friends I fought under you. Apparently they had a little time together where she got to fight underneath him a little bit. I guess she's into that. Largo and I are gonna stay here and open up a shop. With Crimea undergoing reconstruction, there are going to be a lot of people moving around. We'll open an inn with good food and drink and free butter on every table. We'll be rich! It's good. I mean, you guys are kind of not the best in combat, so you guys focus on your inn. Yeah. We'll let you know when everything's all set up. You can drop by any time. We'll even give you special rates. We call it General Ike Inn. Thinning out the herd a little. General Ike, I will be taking my leave of you for the time being. I must return to Benyon and present a report on the war's outcome. Aren't you going to take a few soldiers with you? They lent us a lot of them. Though the war may be over, it will take many weeks to see the country secure. I spoke with the princess, and she asked that we help if possible. So I'll leave them in your care a little while. We really do owe Benyon a lot, huh? In the end, we not only got you, but a whole battalion of reinforcements. General Zelgius and the troops are the reason we were able to minimize casualties during the final battle. That's right, we left him in Dane, just overseeing the reconstruction. I'm sure it's fine. He and his men, yeah, they're taking care of the retreating Danes, allowed us to focus on the enemies. Yeah, real bro, real helpful. Didn't see him. I don't know where he is these days, but he sure did help somewhere, whatever he did. No matter the assistance you had, the victory itself is a result of your strength of leadership and ungodly stats and magic sword. I know 2 people who will be very pleased to learn of your triumph. Yeah, give thanks to the Apostle and Sephirin. I'm sure he'll be super happy. I plan to go thank them myself someday. Understood. Farewell, General Ike. I look forward to seeing you again. Farewell. Ike, hey, handsome. I decided to return to the Benyon Pegasus Knights. Cool beans. I owe you so much, Ike. Thanks so much. I'll see you around. I think I may start over in Benyon. Maybe it's too soon. I should give him like an Italian accent. I feel like that's his... Does that fit his vibe? Maybe. But I just want to... I don't know how to do it, but maybe that's the vibe from Macaron. I just want to live a more responsible life. Plus, I'm tired of men threatening to break my knees. Goodbye, Ike. Bye, Ike. The war has given me the confidence to enter the service of the Benyon Knights. And I'm actually very, very strong now after training me. Thank you. Thanks. Devdan is glad all the fighting stopped. Devdan prefer peace and quiet. War is not good for anything. Well, we're going home. All our desert friends are waiting, and I got some stories about sitting on the bench to share. Laguz and Bjork. Perhaps the gap between us has narrowed. Mind you, you didn't use us in battle very often. Did you think us some kind of second-class soldier? Yes, because your transform mechanics are kind of lame. War is horrible, yet maybe we've gained something of value after all. Find me when you come to the dunes. We can sit and talk. No fighting. Or fighting. Up to you. You leaving too? Yeah, I'm out of here. I got some important guests to convey to the king. Guests? Oh. Master Ike, thank you for everything. He's talking about us. We're taking my father to visit Gallia for a while. We Herons should live somewhere near a forest after all. Debarn spoke with King Kineas on our behalf. Now, technically, the Serenus Forest is back. Like, it is healed. It is living again. But I suppose I could see them being like, you know what? We don't really want to live next to Benyon right now. I'd rather live in Gallia, close to Crimeans. I think we would like them a little more than the Benyonese right now. Even though they're trying to mend those fences a little. Anyway, off to King Kineas. Yeah. Like I said, not Serenus. Well, while we made our peace with the Apostle, we're not ready to live there. It makes sense. You'll be able to return someday, I think. One day we'll respect each other. You may be right. I hope so. You ready? We should be leaving soon. Gifka, I'm in your debt. Gallia is a very special place, so I'd like to visit again someday, if I may. Come whenever you're able. The king will be pleased to see you. And one more thing. Gallia will not spare any efforts in aiding Crimea's reconstruction. We will be sending supplies and workers shortly. Ah, that's appreciated. Thanks. Oh, wait, Rayson, Leanne. Yo. Do you think I could just touch that medallion one last time? For funsies? For my mom and dad? Yes, it's alright, isn't it, brother? Of course. Go ahead, put out your hand. Alright, thanks. Is that enough? Yeah, I just want to say goodbye. Thank you. And you too, Ike. Yeah? I'd also like to give you our heartfelt thanks to your parents as well. For fulfilling the hopes of our sister. Thanks. Thank you, our kind-hearted Bjork friends. Ike, I will help rebuild Crimea too. I will lend you much strength. I mean, he is very strong. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I must admit you've done well. You're a good fighter. Too good to leave with this Bjork. We'll meet again. Left just never lets up. Well, it's about time to hit the old dusty trail. Good thing I came in there and killed that King Ashnard guy like I was planning, and you totally needed my help there, right, kid? Yeah, we built a close bond, didn't we? This is true. We're especially grateful for your help in Serenus Forest. Next time you visit the southern coast, come to Phoenices. The entire country will celebrate your arrival. Honestly, I think, realistically, Tabarn would be very proud of Ike for killing Ashnard. Basically, Tabarn was flying at top speed to come save the day and take this guy's mad head. And Ike just slaughters him as Tabarn's flying over, and he's like, oh, never mind, you didn't need me. Good job, kid. Like, this is... I feel like they would be bros for life. Even if they're not already. The country of the Hawk tribe, eh? Ah, that sounds fun. I wonder what kind of food you eat. Berries on trees and peaks that no Bjork could climb. The juices and desserts made from it are beyond compare. We got ocean delicacies, mountain treats. We got everything. I'll pass on the desserts, but I'll take the meat. Wait, are you Goku? Haha, leave it to me. I hate to interrupt your gleeful chat, but I thought I should tell you. You don't have to visit Kilvis. It's our policy not to invite Bjork into our home, unless they pay. Oh, hey, King Kilvis. Despite all your posturing, you did help at the end. A little bit. You turned out to be a better ally than I dared hope. Ah, keep your foolish tongue inside your foolish head, and don't you tell anyone. I have a reputation to think of. Farewell, and I'm serious about Phoenices. Come anytime. General, the bird tribe are in your debt. We are grateful. Take care. If you ever need some king's eyes, or fire a flaming arrow from a high place, we'll see it and I'll come flying. I mean, assuming I'm not busy or anything. I'm outside and it's not night. Look, there's a few conditions. I can see pretty far, though. Everybody must say goodbye. General Ike, I will never ever forget you. Thank you for showing me the error of my ways. You know what, Jill? You had a good arc. Oh, I'm just glad it's over. Oh, maybe I can finally get some sleep. Things are going to be rough in Dane. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm heading back. It's my homeland, after all. I have played my part. All that remains is for me to take my leave of this place. History will judge my actions. Mustan and the others are going to Dane. I think I'm going to go with them. Thanks for everything, General Ike. I hope they packed enough food. I'm pretty hungry. Crimea is an interesting place, but I've decided to travel to Dane. Perhaps fate will bring us together again. You can kind of see all the transfers that I've focused on, and they seem to be going to Dane. It seems like maybe someone's going to cook in Dane, maybe early on in the next game. It just seems likely at this point that maybe something's unresolved back there. I don't know. We'll see. There was some foreshadowing in this game. But only if you knew there's a sequel, I guess. We'll never know who the Black Knight was, though. How odd, Ina. We've been enemies and allies. Thanks to you, Radiance was saved, and... well, so was I, thank you. So you were with the king because you were trying to save Radiance? Yeah. Ina's fiancé went missing many years ago. After Ina finally found him, she came to me for help. She told me that Radiance was with King Dane, and he'd been warped beyond recognition. Long ago, Ina's parents died, and I was unable to do anything for her. Even so, she still came to my help. No matter what, I had to help her. It was to that end that I used you, and I am sorry. Well, it's all in the past, there's nothing for you to worry about, and hey, you know what? We saved Radiance, we killed King Ashnard, we even got the medallion back. No evil goddess unleashed upon the world. I guess it's all good in the end, right? Thanks, Ike. So, you going back to Godoa? Yeah. We must take Radiance back to his hometown. You going too, Nasir? Yeah. For the first time in decades, I will walk on Goldoan soil. Oh, that's nice. Well, take care of yourself and give my regards to Kurthnaga. I will, until we meet again. Yo, Nasir. Hmm? I don't know what you thought, but I always trusted you. Except for that one moment I learned of your deception. I never thought of you as an enemy. Huh. Even now you defy my prediction. Prediction? When we were sailing off the coast of Phoenices, remember? I said that war would change how you look at things. And yet, through all that's happened, you've remained the same. Well, I can't just pretend to be anything I'm not. I'm never going to be any good at that. Please stay like that, Ike. Don't change for anyone. Alright, I'll see you later, eh? Sure of it. Sure of it. Almost like we know there's a sequel. I mean, the writers must have known. cat steals the bread, and the people eat the apples, and they've got Laguz and Bjork trading watermelons. I mean, the Crimean people who suffered gravely during the harsh Dane occupation, something, something, something. These Crimeans have a saying, no matter how harsh the winter, spring will ever follow. This popular proverb proves true as the warm winds of change begin to blow across the countryside. That's another song reference there. That's the Scorpions. The war has left the country in ruins, but the people rise from the ashes and take the first steps towards rebuilding their nation. Though once scorned and despised as subhumans, the Laguz put aside their past enmity and came to the aid of their neighbors. I do like the artwork, it's pretty sweet. And the Crimeans never forget it was Gallia that fought beside them and helped free them from the yoke of Dane oppression. Of course, the Dane people have a different take on it. The winners do write the history, as the saying goes. Led by the examples of Valencia and her retainers, Crimea begins transforming into the land its king had dreamed of. I sure hope they don't put any terrible, I'll get to it. A land where Bjork and Laguz live together in harmony and equality. As the reconstruction efforts progress, the administrative government announces the enthronement of Valencia as the new queen. Nice. And now, the day of her crowning arrives. It would be like post-World War I, where Germany was forced to pay reparations, I believe, for the damage they supposedly started at the beginning of World War I, despite some not exact truth to how that all played out at the beginning, right? And that set the stage for them to eventually become hostile again for World War II in a very, very summarized version. So maybe if they do that to Dane, we're going to be in trouble, basically. Also, hold on. Can we... Dang it. We're rebuilding a country that was completely devastated by war. It's bound to be tough. I didn't think of an autoplay here. You're right. I bet Princess Valencia and the people in the palace are twice as busy. It doesn't actually use my normal dialogue settings that the config settings. Speaking of Valencia, what's she doing? Well, she's in that room over there, surrounded by court officials. They seem really busy. I feel so sorry for her. Well, she wants to be a princess. You got to do princess stuff. As long as she's getting at least a little bit of rest, I'm not worried. But she probably isn't getting rest, right? Maybe if I sang her a lullaby. Oh no. I forgot. You forgot? What? I gave the medallion to Racin, but I forgot all about the Galder. Ike, what should we do? You didn't teach them the special song. Yeah, we never did find out who Altina is, did we? She was the only one who could sing the song, the Galder. Well, when things calm down, we'll have to make a sequel and find out what that's all about. And search for her. Yeah. Next game. Next time. Is that Altina you speak of? One of the 3 who defeated the Dark God? Oh, hey! I haven't seen you in a long time. Sephiran, you made it. Cool. How's it going? I arrived mere moments ago. Let me congratulate you on a successful end to your journey. It's all over. Thank you. Please, tell me, do you know who Altina is? Oh, of course. Altina founded my homeland of Benyon. Oh, then it was a mistake. We can't give a song to someone who died so long ago. There is one who yet shares both bloodline and name, the true heir of Altina. Who is it? Sanaki Kirsch, Altina. None other than the Apostle herself. So we actually had the medallion and the song and the Apostle in the same room, and we never knew. Convenient. The Apostle, is this something everyone in Benyon knows? No, there are very few who know that name. Why'd you ask? The Apostle is Altina? Oh, I'm so relieved and exhausted. Ike, I'm going back to my room. See you later. Sephiran. See you later, Sephiran. That was rather sudden. Did I say something to cause her distress? She may have rolled an insight check on you, buddy. No, nothing like that. It's just that so much has happened between Benyon and Serenes. Would you tell me about it? I would hear what you have to say on this matter. Sure. To tell you the truth, tells him everything. Thank you. I see. The assassination of the Apostle, the Serenis massacre, and the use of the medallion to revive the Dark God. We told him everything. All of it was part of Ashnard's grand scheme. Yes, definitely, Ashnard. That's the conclusion we came up with. You have me at a loss. Why is that? For many years, I have walked these lands, watching, listening, and never did I uncover what you have found. Getting the nice Fire Emblem theme in the background. Now that you have presented me with this information, I don't know what to say. I merely fulfilled the hopes of my father and mother. Now you speak from hindsight. Rescuing Princess Crimea, winning the Apostle's trust, and defeating King Dane. With Laguz at your side, no less. You have accomplished all of these miraculous things. Thanks, Dad. You're not my real dad. I had trusted in valiant companions at my side. It was only through their support that I was able to do it. So slow, the dialogue is killing me. Ever the humble one, hey? Now then, before I return home, may I hear the Galder of Release? I must convey it to the Apostle. You would do that? Oh, none of you can leave Crimea. The new queen will need your strength. I suppose that will be the case for a little while, won't it? A little while. You are the hero of Crimea, General Ike. If you wish it, no post will be beyond your reach. I don't care about any of these, any ranks and stuff. It's more trouble than it's worth. And I am talking very slowly today for some reason. I don't see the value of being some fancy lord. When the country's safe, I'm giving up that title and everything and going back to being a simple mercenary. All he wants to be is the Grail mercenary. Truly, you are a... is something strange? Yes. It's very... what? I think it's enough. Maybe we should stop. I'm sorry. Maybe like Sephiran knows things. Unbelievable. Despite all appearances, you're really quite rude. Commander, may I have a minute? Yeah, if you could get this guy out, please, just kick this guy out. Sure, what is it, Titania? Princess Alincia... Queen Alincia, isn't it? The court ministers want Queen Alincia and you to come out onto the balcony and greet the people. What? Greeting people? Me? Yes, you. I've done what I was asked to do. Now hurry up and get going. Hurry up with this text speed, too. Hey, Titania, nuts! What's going on? The people of Crimea wish to see their hero and to sing his praises, even if the hero himself protests. Well, if they want a greeting, surely their new queen, Alincia, will suffice. I'll go speak to her. And I'll go speak to Mist. Thus do heroes give birth to new chapters in history. Ike, I doubt if you've even noticed. Your story, the everyday mercenary who becomes the hero, will awaken ugly appetite and ambition in many. It will be the cause of strife and discord throughout the land. I'm certain Ashnard saw the truth in this. In a way, Ashnard's dream may have been fulfilled. The seeds of war have indeed been sown across the continent. It appears your trials are just beginning, my gallant young hero. May the goddess ride with you. But which one? Which one does he mean? I always found, before I played Radiant Dawn, that the appearance of Sephiroth at the end here was so weird. Just, oh yeah, this guy I forgot all about.
Everyone's waiting to see you.
I'm nervous. I've spent my whole life in hiding. It's just no one ever taught me how to rule a kingdom. I don't think I'm ready to be their queen. I don't think I'm ever really going to be ready.
What's the matter with you?
Ike, stop it. How can
Did anyone teach you how to hire mercenaries?
No, but that's not the same.
How to win back lost allies? How to win back your lost kingdom?
That's different.
No, it's not. You've done such an amazing job, and I think you always will.
I see.
All right. Come on. We'll do this together.
Thank you, my Lord Ike. I am so blessed to have met you.
This is where all the production budget went, by the way. I think this is the first Fire Emblem game to have fully rendered 3D cutscenes. And I think they did a really good job for the GameCube era. You know, obviously it doesn't hold up to like modern fidelity standards, but it's pretty solid.
So it was that in the spring of the year 646, Alincia Rydell Crimea saw peace return to her homeland. In the years to follow, the story of Queen Alincia and her noble hero Ike spread across the land and inspired the songs of many a wandering troubadour.
Dang, wandering troubadours. So spoony. So yeah, when I first played it, I always thought Alincia and Ike would hook up. Having played the second game eventually, no, not so much. Ike wants to go do mercenary things, like he said. Alright, well that was a good game. Man, I'm happy to replay that. Definitely takes a bit longer going through the story. I've replayed it, you know, speedrunning it, well, speedrunning, but skipping all the dialogue and stuff, and it takes like a quarter of the time. It's definitely a big game, and we're only halfway through, if that, honestly. I think Radiant Dawn might legitimately be longer in terms of playtime. It's massive. So I will be getting there in a bit. But I want to talk about this game a little bit more as we go through the credits here. I think there is a recap of your soldiers and their endings here at the end of the credits. But yeah, that's the end of the story of Path of Radiance. Thankfully, we do have the sequel, and we'll be able to do a save transfer and continue on. I will say, like I said, I do like the art and graphics a lot. There's a few quality of life features that are missing, but it's fine. No, a really, really, really good game. Holds up, I think, quite well. One of the better games to hold up. Different style than modern Fire Emblem, but yeah, I mean, probably legitimately might be my favorite Fire Emblem game in the whole series. I'm pretty sure. Just for casual playing. And then the story, I think, as much as I made fun of a few things as we played through it, for the most part, I think it's one of the most solid stories in the game, as long as you have the sequel. Because that Black Knight stuff, not finished. Just going to tell you straight up, you could maybe guess, but we don't know who he is yet. Technically, we don't know who he is or why he sided with Daein and why he was so strong and why he had goddess armor and goddess weapons. We never found his body. We don't know if he's dead for sure. I mean, you know, think he's dead, but a building fell on him. But the building's not blessed by the goddess. There's a lot of stuff with the Lagoos that's not sorted out. The dragons, the birds. There's a whole bunch of stuff with Sanaki that's not resolved. We didn't even see her in the ending. Just Sephiran shows up, and who the heck is he? Suddenly he's telling us all this stuff. I won't spoil it, but yeah, keep an eye out on Sephiran. He's got some objectives of his own, let's say, and we barely know what he's up to at this point. Obviously, there's a couple of villains that escaped as well. Naesala may be a villain, but he's still out there, not fully redeemed. There's that weird, the whole corrupted Lagoos thing, that's not really fully resolved yet. The people of Daein hate us because, you know, we invaded their kingdom and they didn't know better. There's a lot of loose ends that are left loose on purpose because it's the sequels. Is there, other than like Genealogy and Thracia, which wasn't really like a two-parter, it's more of a Thracia filled in the blanks of Genealogy a little bit. This might be the only game that literally like ends but is not really concluded, so you have to pay the second game to get the full ending. I think this is the only Fire Emblem that's literally split in half like that. I'm trying to think if there's any other examples, but Binding and Blazing Blade are like connected but generational difference, and backwards again. You play the future first and then the past second, if I remember correctly. So like this is the only one where you don't know what's happening theoretically. You don't get the full ending basically. I think. Pretty sure this is the only one. So neat. I don't hate it. I just wish it. I wish I'd known. Well, when I played it, you know, I had a GameCube. I had the CD, the little mini disc. I did not have a Wii at the time, so I had no way to play Radiant Dawn when it came out, and it took a long time before I finally had the console and the game to play. But yeah, still this one especially top of my list. And I haven't, like, I know Radiant Dawn a bit now. I have played through it a couple times, like I talked about earlier. But I haven't really read the story. I skipped through it and just sort of speed run it a little bit to be, like, learning the mechanics. I mean, I enjoy the game, but there's some details that we'll be learning together to some degree for the first time when we finally go through it. So I'm looking forward to continuing this run. We do get some nice save file transfers. And as much as this game, I would say our soldiers were kind of overpowered by the end. As far as I know, as long as we play on the same difficulty in Radiant Dawn, things will be harder. Radiant Dawn is pretty brutal. Path of Radiance that's one of the things that caught a lot of people off guard, is going from this game to the next. There's a little tweak with difficulties. The names of the difficulties are different, but the baseline challenge goes up. The first few chapters are much harder in Radiant Dawn than the first few chapters of Path of Radiance. It's not really comparable, I don't think. You don't have a Titania to just crush things for the first few chapters. We might get some content ID stuff on the loud singing. Just gonna turn it down a little bit. Actually, I might skip it if I can. You can't skip it. Well, I'm just gonna keep turning it down. Not that I hate the singing or anything, but I haven't uploaded these yet. I'm not sure how much is gonna get copyright flagged. If you can't hear any of this, you won't know what I'm talking about. If you only hear parts of this, it's because parts of it got silenced due to copyright claims. Come on, I want to see the end of the credits. Maybe I just speed this up a little bit. You can't copyright catch me if I'm on super speed, right? I could turn the volume down in game. Here, let's just turn it off. There you go. Now you guys, for sure you should be able to hear me now. I'm worried that we're getting content copyright claimed, so I've sped it up and muted the in-game music for you guys. If anything happened during the series, it's almost certainly just copyright trolls, and singing and modern-ish music tends to be what gets flagged the most. And I just want to get to the end here. How fast can we go? Come on, computer. Get us through. Get to the end. 350%! It might be hitting my limits pretty quick here. There's only so much you can overclock. Well, frame skip, really. 400%! It's the end of the song, at least. Alright, let's go back to normal. There, back to normal speed. Song's over. Do we get any final stuff here? No, usually there's, maybe they saved that for the end of Radiant Dawn. Usually there's a, at the end of the Fire Emblem game, there's generally a, what the characters did post-game, sort of as a conclusion. Looks like we don't actually get that. Alright, that's fine. That's Finn. Nope, there we go. It's after the Finn. Alright, if you voted in the how many turns there was on a comment from a few episodes ago, I'll have noted them down by now. And if your number is the closest, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll give you something, maybe a heart. There's a couple chapters where we did some grinding and spent some time. There's the first one, 743 turns, beating up on a boss that could heal, getting Rolf trained up, stuff like that. Most chapters will be max BXP though, so fairly quick in terms of turns. And then, sure, we spent lots of time, you know, doing stuff. I think the timer there includes, like, prep time, though, which sometimes was just going along on high speed while I thought about it. Without a King, that's the Ina one, I think? 877 turns? That's pretty big. Not the max, though. 2,293. 18 units, as much as possible to level 20. Yeah, that took a while. That's the longest I've ever spent on a map, and it totally glitched out the text. Pretty sure it proves that there's no game over or crash at high turn count. I think that's the most I've ever done in Path of Radiance. Just for the transfers for you guys. Alright, let's see what our units did. Well, Leaf, he didn't get used much. Neither did Mordecai. He pushed some people around. Braum literally never used at all. Makalov literally never used at all. Stefan literally never used at all. 0 wins. Tormod goes home crying. Moram, not much. Rayson, you know what? He may not have killed anybody, but he helped a lot. Ulki, whatever. Janaf, whatever. Khalil, yeah, stupid knives. Toranio, probably decent, but didn't need him. Ranulf, also fairly strong, but Lagoo's problems. I talked a lot about Lucia and Bastion's pretty bad stats. Largo, not much better. Nasir, I was trying to get to level 20, but he just couldn't kill anything in that last chapter. He's still not good enough. Tamar, alright, now we finally got some kills. Devdan, how did he kill somebody? Crazy. Oh, I guess he killed him on the turn on the map we recruited him. South, Reese got a couple. Shinon got a few in the early game. Zihark got a few training up. Mist got a few. Nice. Volk got a few. Har, these are all people that didn't get much use. Even Jeffrey on that one map basically got 13. Elincia got a few. Actually, pretty good on that Clash map. And in the final map, she helped. Triangled. Nephany only used a couple times. Got a few kills. Tanith. Titania could have done way more, but we tried to funnel that XP to Lobies. Rolf with 45? Almost as much as Ilyana. Mia honestly didn't get deployed all that often. Astrid, though, I guess she just levels up so fast she didn't need the kills. But yeah, the people who joined at the beginning at low levels get the most. Even though I'm very surprised Soren is near the top. 73 on a Sage is kind of crazy. He doesn't do any enemy phase kills hardly at all. Here we go. 5th place, Kieran. Nice. Jill, 4th place. Expected. Well, you know who's left. Oscar. And basically isn't Ike or Marcia. Marcia's 2nd. Nice. That means our Lord Ike, MVP of the game. Thank you very much. He is the best Lord in my book. I mean, how does a max level Ike compare against other Lords in the game? He's no Sigurd. But he is really good. He's way better than most Lords, I think. But Sigurd is just something else out of this world. I wonder if you did like a Fire Emblem Lord ranking, who would be at the top and the bottom? I think, was it Roy might be the bottom? He's so bad. There's a couple that are just terrible. Ike would be very near the top, though, I think. If not number one, like, right up there. It's hard to beat people like Sigurd, because he's got a horse. But Ike with Ragnell, with a 1-2 range, it's like the only way to even hurt some bosses in his games. Like, that's pretty crazy. He is really good. Yeah, good job, Ike. Is that all? No story. I guess no story wrap-up, because we'll save that for the next game. Okay, well, 2.5 hours in, but that's it. Path of Radiance is done. I gotta upload some of these, because at this point I haven't uploaded any Fire Emblem yet, because I've just been playing it and having a good time, and YouTube work is work. Playing is mostly just fun. But before I start, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time just resetting before I start recording Radiant Dawn, and I want to make sure I get the transfers successfully imported, and there's some mechanical changes that I need to read up on, so that when I'm telling you guys, I'm not giving you misinformation. It's mostly the same, but there are some specific nuances, some mechanical changes, like bonus XP level ups are different, Lagoo's mechanics are different. There's a few things that are much different in the new in Radiant Dawn, but it is, you know, close enough that it's easy to mix them up. So that's the plan. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you. Well, probably for you guys' sake, I expect Radiant Dawn will be uploaded very soon. So look forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Blue and Kilo out. I guess we can watch the intro video one more time, right? At the end here. It is nice, and now we know everybody. We know all the story pretty much as is possible to know about all these units in the intro cutscene. The Mad King Ashnard and his actual Lagoo's dragon. I mean, I wasn't hugely surprised when I first played it. Everyone called Radiance a wyvern, but you know, he didn't look like a wyvern. I really like the 3D stuff is nice, but those like screenshot, like I really actually should put some of those on my wallpaper. I really like the looks of some of the drawing, the artist work. I think actually I will check once this video is over. I'm pretty sure once you've got a clear save, you can look them all up in game if you're interested. There's most of our army though, although not literally everyone, because there's just way too many units in this game. Even more in Radiant Dawn. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but there are a tremendous number of units. Let me see if we can access extras. Yeah, I didn't really show this off at all. Illustrations, yeah. Some of these are really nice. So we got all the units. This would have made pretty good use. If some of my other Fire Emblem games, I had like little stat sheets on the side of the screen for you guys to show. These would have been really nice for having in the background, the artwork. There's some, yeah, I mean the production quality is very high with these games. I love it. So there's all the units. Is there the full screen? Oh right, you can do link cable stuff back when Nintendo was doing link your Game Boy Advance to the GameCube stuff. You do unlock some stuff by putting in a save file that has the other Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games with save files, clear saves on those as well. So I think you get access to that. I remember Metroid Prime did stuff like that as well. You do have access to all the music, of course. That's a nice little feature that's been around for a while. You can watch the videos again, but I guess it doesn't give you the... Yeah, I was expecting the illustrations to have not just the character ones, but the full screen, obviously nice looking ones that were in the video, like little flashes of them. I'm sure you can find them online, but it would be nice if the game just had those, actually. That would be pretty sweet. I guess that's it. Yeah, trial map we're not doing, but whatever. It's something I've never cared about. And yeah, you could connect your GBA up. All right, let's call that an episode here. That's as much as I want to talk about this game. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching all, as always, and I'll see you next time.